Hello guys, today is what? Mock Draft Sunday. So let's get started here. First overall pick, Fernando Mendoza. Now, I don't know what all this talks about him not being the number one quarterback in the class. Now they're talking about some Ty Simpson is going to be better than him. I'm not believing all that. Fernando Mendoza has been the day one guy, the number one pick since January. So we're going to stick with him there. Jets at 2. Going Arvell Reese. The hybrid linebacker, the versatile guy. What else are you going to pick at 2 here? Don't need Jeremiah Love. Arvell is probably the second best player on everyone's board. Versatile. If you're drafting him at 2, you're going to want him to play edge. And that's the only thing I'm kind of scared with him about is just having him play at edge, as we haven't seen him just be a pure edge. We've seen him be versatile linebacker, edge guy off the ball, go back. He can play good box coverage, jump down on the run. So we haven't seen him be a pure edge rusher, but I think that's what they're going to draft him to be at 2. Cardinals at 3, going Francis Maui-Noah. Just take the tackle. Man, I think if Jonathan Gannon was here, you could dab into the realm of Jeremiah Love, of Sonny Styles, stuff like that. But I think first year head coach, you're just going to go safe pick, take a franchise right tackle. They talk about size concerns for him though, but in my opinion, I think Will Campbell had more size concerns than Maui-Noah does. And I think Will Campbell is going to stick at that left tackle spot. I don't see him going anywhere. And more talks about Josh Sweat getting traded have came up recently. If that does happen, they could dabble in the realm of Ruben Bain. Maybe even a guy like David Bailey. But I think for now, nothing's official. Francis Maui-Noah is going to be the pick. Pick 4 with the Titans. I hear everyone say Jeremiah Love here. I'm gonna go a different direction today. We're going to go Ruben Bain, the big fella, plays at 280. Heard a lot of people talk about how he should move to 3-tech. I love that idea. I think he plays a lot better. He's the size too. But they're talking about how this cat's his playing weight's gonna be 260. I don't really like that. I mean, I know we've seen that Ben. That Ben showed the Ben picture. That was pretty nice. Let's be honest. But I mean, it pops. His pressure rate's pretty high. He's going to be your premier edge rusher. Have him on the other side of Jermaine Johnson, both pretty good run-stopping rushers. With the middle of John Frankenmeyers, it's a pretty good front 7. Pick 5 for the Giants here. I bounced between these two guys, both Ohio State guys, Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs. And I've had mock drafts where I've taken either or, but today I'm going to take Sonny Styles here. I think Tremaine Edmonds is not just going to be your premier guy. I think only having him as a half-decent linebacker back there is not great. I mean, I know you have the mix of Brian Burns, Abdul Carter also, but I think adding Sonny Styles to this defense is going to be a solidified guy you can have in the middle. Let's be honest. Browns at 6. I don't know. There's been talks. I like Monroe Freeling here. Best left tackle in the class, in my opinion. Extremely athletic. The value might not be the best here taking him at 6. But, I mean, you see his strength, you see his instincts. He's fast, physical. I like him. I like him a lot. But I'm not going to dabble there today. I'm going to go with a guy. I'm going to go Carnell Tate. Now, I know first-year head coach is the one thing that's making me not want to take this guy. As how much do you really want to take Carnell Tate here? It's wide receiver factory in Ohio State, so he's going to be a half-decent guy. Adding on to that wide receiver room with Jerry Jeudy and Isaiah Bond are basically your 1 and 2 there. Yeah. So Carnell Tate is going to be picked for me here. You could dabble into Monroe Freeling. You could look at Spencer Fano, but I don't think he's going to be your premier left tackle for you. After switching over to right, who's played pretty swell. So yeah, it's going to be Carnell Tate for me here. If Stefanski was still there, I think Carnell Tate's solidified number 6. But now that he's not, it's a toss-up. Commanders at 7. It's going to be Jeremiah Love for me. I think they just go best player available here. They pick up pretty decent edge help. Taking in Odafe Owe. I always get him and Boye Mafe mixed up for some reason. I don't know why. But they bring in Odafe Owe to help on the edge, so I don't think David Bailey is really the pick here. You could dabble in Caleb Downs or Mansour Delane. I think it comes down between those 3 players. And I think Jeremiah Love is probably the highest rated guy on the board. So he's going to be the pick. Saints at pick 8 now. You can look at David Bailey. And see, it's tough here between David Bailey, Caleb Downs, Minnesota Lane for me. But I think the pick is going to be Bailey. Bailey brings elite. He has that elite pass rush ability, which the Saints have been looking for a while now. They don't have a premier edge rusher really, but he lacks that run ability, man. He can't really stop a run, and if he gets caught in the tackle, he's out of the play. So the concerns about him being a 3-down guy, which is not perfect, and definitely needs work on his run stopping, which he has improved last season. If you go and look at his tape from 2024, it looks horrendous. He's not like a top 10 pick. Let's be honest. But his speed pops when you look at him. He's fast, very physical. I like him a lot. Pick 8 feels kind of high for him though on my boards. I don't have him rated that high, but I feel like you're looking on the board, and if the Saints have the best player available, they're gonna take him. Chiefs at 9. Looking at these two guys here, it's going to be a toss-up. Just taking best player available. What am I going to go today? Well, it doesn't matter what I'm going to do today, basically, because it's going to be 1-2 here. This is going to be sort of lane. You lose your whole secondary. What else can I say? You trade Trent McDuffie, get an extra first-round pick. Love that. Great value. Well, who do you guys have there? You lost Brian Cook. Not great. Yeah, you have nobody. Mansour Delane. You have what? Christian Bolton or Fulton? He's all right. He's not bad, but I think Mansour Delane's going to be a day 1 starter for you guys, and it's going to slide him right in there. Bengals at pick 10. Caleb Downs, best player available. No other pick for them here. I think you could dabble in right tackle with Spencer Fano, but if you look at the board, Caleb Downs still available. That's your pick. You need defense. I know all the fans are crying because they have a bad O-line, but if the Bengals went O-line here over Caleb Downs, the fans would be crying even more. So Caleb Downs is going to be my pick here. Miami, pick 11. Now you're in a tough spot. Looking at the board, Dylan Thieneman, Monroe Freeland, Kenyon Sadiq, Spencer Fano, Vega Ione. This is a bad spot if you're the Dolphins. But it just depends. What do you value more? Take an upgrade at right tackle, or upgrade your guard position. And I think this might be early. It's a bit early. I don't have him ranked that high on my boards. Bad position for the Dolphins. Screw it. Spencer Fano is going to be a pick. I think you look at what you're upgrading, and I think Spencer Fano is a great guy. I think he fell in this draft too. I only have him going Chiefs at 9. But if you're the Dolphins, you want right tackle. Who are you really going after? Who's going after Spencer Fano? Now we know is going to go above him at pick 3. We all know that. Giants, no. They bring back their guy. Titans, no. Unless you want to move J.C. Latham to the left and kick Dan Moore off the O-line because he's horrible. He's getting paid, $20 million a year to be a liability on your line, by the way. Yeah, there's no other team other than Cardinals going to look at right tackle. So this is going to be the pick here. And maybe the Chiefs, but if one of these two players are available for the Chiefs, they're going them over right tackle. Over tackle is probably the smarter position. Pick 12 for the Cowboys. It's tough for me here because you can look at a guy like Jamal McCoy. Love him. Absolutely great. What was I going to say about him? Yeah, didn't play last season. He would be the number 1 corner off the board for me. He would be a top 5 player off the board for me if he played last season. The one thing I don't like... Actually, I will take him here. After all that thinking, I will take him here. The one thing I don't like about him is he needs to look up more. Jeremiah Smith exposed that in the game. We all seen that famous go ball on him. So yeah, that's the only thing I have doubts about him, but I still think he's a top 5 player in the draft. And just the injury didn't help him. Rams at 13. Bad spot for the Rams to be in here. Now that the right tackle is taken off the board. I think you can dabble in looking at Kenyon Sadiq, even though they have a pretty deep tight end room. But I think Mekhi Lemons is going to be the pick here. Normally when I see mock drafts and they have Rams going receiver, I'm like, what are they doing? Rams are trying to make a championship run, and a wide receiver 3 is not going to help them. But in this instance, man, you don't have your future right tackle on the board. Who are you looking at? Dylan Thieneman? He's not going to help you play at safety. Monroe Freeling, you already have a half-decent left tackle. Freeling's definitely not versatile enough to play right. So yeah, Ravens at 14 here. Vega Ione, probably my favorite blocker in the draft class just overall. I think he's generational guard talent. People just haven't ranked that high, but I mean, you watch him play. His work in the run game, his work in the pass game. He's generational, really. I would take him over Tyler Booker last year. I would take him over Gray Zabel. I'd take him over who the Vikings took, Donovan Jackson. I'd take him over all of them. Bucks at 15. I think we're looking in the realm of Akeem Mesidor here. The Bucks are a program that wants to win now, and if you're in a win now moment, then you're not going to look at age. And Akeem Mesidor is a great player in this draft. The only thing holding him back is his age. So that's what you're really looking at here. I think they take him instant pick. He's going to be an instant player on your defensive line. On that front seven, not going to look half decent. Not going to look bad anymore. So, yeah. Great pick there. Jets at 16. I thought about Kenyon Sadiq here. Thought about Jordan Tyson here. Thought about Keldrick Falk here. But now they go Arvo Reese. Definitely not. Thought about Evian Terrell. Give him a good nickel. But I think the pick is going to be Jordan Tyson. They do need a receiver. Bad. And I think Jordan Tyson's just going to be the guy for you. Have him play on the other side of Garrett Wilson. And I think he's instant upside player. You're going to take him at pick 16. Very high upside. Only thing hurting him is that injury history, which is, bad. But if he doesn't get injured in the big leagues, man, in the NFL, I think he can be the best receiver in this class. And when you watch the tape, you see he's probably the best. I think his tape is better than Cardinal Tate's. I think his tape is better than Mekhi Lemon. But it's just what you're looking for. And I think it's the injury history that's hurting him. If he wasn't injured the whole year, I think he could be the first receiver off the board. I believe that. But at 16, you get great value in Jordan Tyson. So yeah. Detroit Lions. Fall of the century. It's going to be Monroe Freeling. And I know the Lions are ecstatic right now. Getting their guy at 17 on the trade-off for him when there's been mocks in this guy going at pick 6. Right? I think they're ecstatic here. Pair him up with this guy, Tate Ratledge. Ratledge. My bad. And yeah, get those guys back together. Great left tackle. Very good athleticism. Good value here. His strength is instincts. Raw upside. He's a safe pick. Just safe pick overall. What am I talking about here? Go to the Vikings at 18. It's going to be controversial here. But give me Emmanuel McNeil-Warren over Dylan Thieneman. Now, I can go all day on why I like EMW better than Thieneman. And I think the main thing is just going to come down to playmaking ability. You see Thieneman at Oregon didn't have much playmaking abilities. He was just there making tackles, stuff like that. He wasn't breaking the passes. He wasn't forcing fumbles. He wasn't getting interceptions. But if the Vikings are really trying to look to, get a Harrison Smith replacement, that's their guy in McNeil-Warren, because he was a playmaker at Toledo. He was breaking the passes, picking guys off, forcing fumbles. So that's going to be my pick at 18. Panthers at 19. Now you're in a dilemma. Do you want to go Dylan Thieneman? You want to take your pass catchers, Kenyon Sadiq? I think they trust their guys, though. You have that young guy from Ohio State. Forget his name, but he's a baller. Lathan Ransom. So I think Kenyon Sadiq's going to be the pick here. Get Bryce Young another pass catcher without having to bloat that wide receiver room. When he's getting blitz off the side, blitz coming off the blind side, barely see him up, just throw your check down. Kenyon Sadiq. He's a seam demon also put him on deep corner routes. Plays great. Dallas Cowboys, pick 11. Hard pick for me here because I got two great players in front of me, Dylan Thieneman and Keldrick Falk, but I think the pick, it just depends how much do the Cowboys like Rashawn Gary. I think that's the only thing, because you can look at Keldrick Falk, like big 6'6" guy, 285, he's 20 years old. This dude's 20 years old. He's entering the NFL draft. And I know people are talking about, oh, look at this, like 70 overall grade, 30 pressures, like what? he's not known for his pass rush ability. He can stop a run like crazy. And I know you're looking at this stuff, 136 runs is not even a lot. This dude got 23 as an outside edge rusher. What are we talking about? 27 QB hurries. He only had 2 sacks last year. He had 7 in 2024. If we want to look at stats. So I think he can be a pick here. But the main thing you're looking for is just how much do you trust Rashawn Gary. And I think this Cowboys defense right now, I'm going to just say they do. I'm going to trust them. I'm going to say they trust their guy, Rashawn Gary. And they go, don't think him in here. Steelers at 21. This might surprise some of you guys, but I'm going to go Caden Proctor here. Caden Proctor. A big athletic dude. Son of a... Oh my gosh. This dude's what? 6'7"? 6'7", 366. Also 20 years old. I think he'll enter the draft at 21. But man, he is raw. He is good. And he's a baller. When you look at him, you see his size at what? 380? 366. I think he was 380 playing in Alabama. And you just look at raw talent. That could be moved to... He can keep on the left side. If your guy's hurt. I forgot if the Steelers have a left tackle, but I know he injury history. And you also move him to left guard because you have Isaac Seumalo, who you guys just lost. So I think Caden Proctor's perfect pick for them. Play him at left guard or right guard, and then when a tackle gets injured, kick him out to tackle. It's a perfect placement. Perfect pick for them. They don't have to reach for tackle here. Pick 22, Los Angeles Chargers. See, I normally have Keldrick Falk gone here, so I normally don't go Keldrick Falk, but he might be the pick for me here. It's between him and Caden McDonald, my favorite defensive tackle on the board. I think they bring Khalil Mack for a year. I think screw it. I'm going to go Keldrick Falk here. Great run stuffing guy. Great run stopper. Pass rush can use some work other than just bullying guys out of the way with his 6'6" size. But yeah, huge help to his Chargers defense as they were lacking, and they're not going to reach on a lineman here because you don't need tackle. You're looking for interior, and there's not really a good interior guy on the board for you here at pick 22. So you just go best player available. I think that's going to be Keldrick Falk. Philadelphia pick 23. Could look at your Lane Johnson replacing Blake Miller. You could look at the upgrade receiver and Omar Cooper. But I think you look at edge here. I think you're looking at the board. You're looking at a guy like Cassius Howell or a guy like TJ Parker. And you're looking at the future here. I'm going to go TJ Parker. I've had him at 23 a lot. I think the Eagles are just a guy that get these undervalued players late in the draft. And I think if TJ Parker played like how he did in 24 and 23, I think he's a top 5 guy. He just falls off his senior year, which some people do. Most people do, actually. And they cause them to fall late in the first round. And I think the Eagles are going to take advantage of that. Get their guy at 23. Browns at 24. They get the receiver at pick 6. Now they're in a tough spot because you're looking at Blake Miller. And you're looking at, can this dude transition to right tackle? I mean left tackle. I think he can. But I think you're just looking at raw talent here. I think you're going to look in the realm of Caleb Lomu. Ranked pretty low on PFF. I have him way higher in my own rankings. 2-year starting left tackle at Utah. Replaced Fano's spot where when he came in. So we're going to Caleb Lomu here. They get their true left tackle late in the draft without having to go reach a guy. It just depends where you want to take tackle. If the Browns want to take tackle here, boom, take Caleb Lomu. Take Carnell Tate. They want to go tackle up here. Okay, take Monroe Freeling. And then take Omar Cooper down here. Just depends what you guys want. Chicago Bears, pick 24. Okay, McDonald. My favorite defensive tackle in the class. I think it's a blessing he falls at 25. No more safeties on the board that I really like other than AJ Halsey, but he's not a first-round talent, but he's a baller. Like this dude, I mean... plays all over the field. I love him. I hope he goes to my Vikings, if anything. If we can't take EMW, I'd love him in the second round. BIK McDonald, big. He just bullies people in the middle. Just like Tyleik Williams from last year. Big guy. Instant day 1 starter. Played him next to whoever you guys picked up. Maybe David Onyemata, if that's his name. I forget who you guys picked up, but yeah. Bills at 26. Looking at the best player available here, and I think you take the smartest player in the draft in CJ Allen. I know you guys had the best pass offense last year. Bills had best pass offense, so I think they can take a guy who might be a little down in the passing defense category and go help you guys stop the run in CJ Allen. Extremely smart player also. 3-year starter at Georgia, and he called all the audibles in those 3 years. It's from what I've been told. I don't know if that's true. I don't attend Georgia. I'm not on the Georgia team. I'm not on the Georgia safety. So that's just what I've been told. What I've seen, I think he's extremely smart. The IQ can translate into great NFL talent. I think go best player available here. San Francisco 49ers. Not at the board. You don't need nickel. You don't need receiver. You could take right tackle. I think McGlitz is okay. But I think if you're the Niners here, Niners are known for taking guys with that high upside. I think Caleb Banks. I mean, you look at Caleb Banks, this dude's 6'6". What is this dude doing falling to the end of the first round at 6'6"? Redshirt senior. Got hurt last year due to the foot injury. That's what making him fall. But in those games that he played, man, he was balling out. So, I think Niners followed the trend of taking their high upside guys here. And they go with their guy in Caleb Banks. Pick 28, Houston Texans. I think they don't make the mistake that they've made in past years, which is either trading back and trying to get a guy at normal value. No, I think they just reach for the guy. It's going to be Emmanuel Pergon out of Oregon. Do love this guy. 3-year starter at left guard for them. Played great all over the offensive line. I think he's very good value here. Actually, in my rankings, he's good value, but in PFF, he's not. He's very physical, polished left guard. 3-year starter at Oregon again. I mean, he's not perfect. It's not a perfect pick at 28. I mean, you could, if they didn't pick up their guy at right tackle, you could look in the realm of Blake Miller. You could look at maybe upgrading the receiver with Omar Cooper. I mean, I don't see it, but you could. You definitely aren't going to take nickel. You're not going to take edge. I mean, yeah. Best player available. Not best player available, but like you look at the board, don't need. Like, just get your guy. Just get the guy. Rams at 29. Get your corner in Mansour Delane. So take your right tackle and Blake Miller, another stellar guy falling to the late rounds. Reminds me of last year when they pick up Josh Simmons at pick 32. Absolute baller, by the way. So yeah, I think they just round out that tackle community. Get 2 starting tackles, 2 young tackles down there. Help protect Mahomes if he's back by then. If he's not, then you have Justin Fields. So yeah, Miami at pick 30. Who did I get Miami? Forgot. Did I give him receiver? Give him tackle. So let's get them their nickel. Navion Terrell here. Their DB room is absolutely horrendous. I forget who their nickel is, and that's a bad thing. So you get a guy who can move outside, play at nickel. Just a great player overall. I think he falls in this draft just because most of these people have pretty established DBs. So he's a great player for me there. Patriots at pick 31. I think you're looking at that board. I think Omar Cooper's shining at you. I think Peter Woods is shining at you. I think even going to a guy like Josiah Trotter shining at you here at the end of the first round. But let's just stick with the smart pick and take Max Anchor. I don't know how to say his last name. Get Drake made that protection. Didn't really have, that right tackle spot was kind of open, kind of all right. I heard people saying you can move Will Campbell to right tackle, move him to right guard, left guard, play Will Campbell anywhere but left tackle. So now that takes another way, and I think take Max, play him on the right tackle side. Half decent tackle core if Will Campbell can keep it up. If you can't, move him to guard and draft tackle next year. So yeah, it's perfect. 2 young tackles again. Great pick for them to get a veteran. All right, last pick, Seattle Seahawks. You're looking at best players available here. Omar Cooper still here. Cassius Howell, Denzel Boston, Peter Woods. But it's going to be Colton Hood here. I love Colton Hood. One of my favorite corners in the draft class. I like him over Avion Terrell. That's actually about it. But he's ranked probably like around 20 on my draft board, my big board. So that's gonna be my mock draft. You take Colton Hunt the last pick. Just get that Reek Woolen replacement, and who I think is better. So yeah, that's gonna be my first iteration of my 2026 NFL mock draft. Let me guys know down below what you guys would change about this, what you guys wouldn't, and maybe if you think something's controversial, you want to yell at me that Dylan Thiemann should be taking over EMW, then yell at me in the comments. You know, I'll be very happy to respond to the comment. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later.